Sacramento presents a live hometown Game of the Week sports event. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable. Access Sacramento presents a live hometown Game of the Week sports event. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.
High school basketball action around the Sac Joaquin section continues with a full slate of action, and Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week has carved out a nice slice from Metropolitan League play. Tonight, from Laguna Creek High School, the Grant Pacers come in to take on the Cardinals in a key Metro League matchup that has major bearing on the standings. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Elk Grove. Welcome to Laguna Creek High School with Rick Stewart. I'm Will James. Happy to have you with us tonight, and certainly a game where the coaches have been moving the chess pieces around, and so have we.
Well, the game of life is very similar to chess, as we all know, and that's a great thing because everybody gets experience everywhere. These two teams are in a place where they need to get some experience all the way through their rosters and their lineups to where they know that they're confident with whoever they have on the court. It should be a good game tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, let's take a gander at the last outings for these two squads in action last week for a pair of games each, and Grant had the better faring in last week's action, and a tough way to go for the host Laguna Creek Cardinals.
Well, Grant went into the Christian Brothers Falcons lair and lost 69-35. The Pacers just couldn't keep pace from the very start of the game. 19-1, the Christian Brothers, they didn't show any mercy that night. Falcons flew out to a 39-13 halftime lead. Their stars, Harmon and Foster, combined for 39 points for CB, and they registered a 69-35 rout in a league game. So, that was a tough one. It was a very tough one for Grant. There was one that Grant needed to have, really. Speaking
of need and major need, head coach Brianna Rizzo and Laguna Creek needs to bounce back after a surprising loss to the Kennedy Cougars, Rick. They're in a bit of a slump right now and really need to show a strong performance this evening.
Well, Kennedy came into Laguna Creek here on this court their last game and took care of the Cardinals, and it was a very big surprise, and it's a very important league loss for Laguna Creek, their third consecutive loss at home. That Kennedy took a 20-point lead after the first quarter that was basically over at that point. The Cougars led 32-9 at halftime. Kennedy routed Laguna Creek 49-29. Tough loss for Laguna Creek for the night.
No doubt. First-year head coach Brianna Rizzo, though, has been moving the pieces around a little bit. And right now, let's take a look at the impact players who are going to show off tonight.
Well, first off, for Grant, their starters, their gunners, really, the Grant Gunners. Number one, Kat Noah. She's a strong rebounder, solid basketball IQ on the court. This is one of those players coaches love to have. Number 11, Monet Stallworth, another rebounder, but she's a scorer. Heavily played time on the roster. Number 3, Lee Nelson, maybe the best shooter on the team. Good three-ball shooter. She's their point guard, too, a junior for Grant. Now for Laguna Creek, as we take a look at them for Brianna Rizzo's squad, they come up there. Alex Tran is one of our impact players, but she's coming off the bench tonight. She's a steady player, senior, good ball handler. Olivia McMurray, she's the shooter, stalking defender. Got to watch for her on defense. Jasmine Howard, number 21, rebounder, ball handler. She's what you call the gold standard inside player as a senior for Laguna Creek.
Everybody's going to have to rise to the occasion tonight for the Cardinals, and head coach Rizzo has thought things over and made a little bit of a lineup change, and we'll see how that continues to develop. Meantime, the keys to tonight's game are of vital concern to both coaches.
Well, yeah, especially for Grant. They've got to come in here. They've got to take good shots. They've got to make good choices in the shots they're taking, especially if they're wide open. They have to take the shots with a good shooter. They need to focus on rebounding. Every one of the players for Grant has to rebound mindset. And on the road, you always have to be tough. Now, this is a team that's lost 3 in a row at home. Laguna Creek has, but that doesn't mean that you can't come in here and not be focused on what you have to do for Grant.
Well said, Mr. Stewart.
For Laguna Creek on the other side, their keys for tonight's game for Coach Rizzo, they're going to have to do several things different. They're going to have to protect the ball. That means they're going to have to limit the turnovers. They've had a tough time the last couple of games. Overall, they have to run the offense like they can. They are a scoring team that can score anytime, anywhere, but they haven't been doing it the last couple of games. Focus on better rebounding. That's what they're going to have to do for Grant. When they shoot, they cannot get too many second choices.
No, rebounding always a vital concern, as are the turnovers, and both coaches are in full agreement there. Now, as far as what lies ahead, the rival coaches are in contrasting numbers, you might say.
Coming in here for Grant in her 5th year. She's basically turned this program around. She's got her 1-loss record of 76-40, Metro record 24-19, and that's kind of deceiving for as strong as this Metro League is, and the turnaround that she's had with Grant. That's a tremendous record. For Coach Rizzo at Laguna Creek, it is her first year. She's 15-7. Right now, their Metro record is not where she wants it at 2-4, but that's going to change. We know that.
Well, the last meeting between these two squads was earlier this month, back on January 3rd at Grant, and it was a one-sided affair.
Well, yeah, the Pacers trampled the Cardinals 65-38. The Grant Big Three, Nelson, Noah, and Lopa combined for 49 points, 22 rebounds, 10 assists, and 6 blocks. You're not going to win over 3 players doing that against you. Grant grabbed a 35-18 halftime lead, and it was on from there. That was a rout, and that's what they needed. Grant did.
The series history has been a series of streaks, and I mean streaks, since these teams first squared off, Rick.
It's like using Windex on the windows. There's too many streaks left over. Grant won the first 9 games, and that's from 2007 to 14. Laguna Creek won the next 6 from 2019 to 2022, but the Pacers back to the winning ways earlier this year for the 10th win in the series. The Pacers lead the series 10-6. I'm excited. This is 2007. We've had this battle. I'm looking forward to another one tonight.
I am too, and I think both teams, driven by excellent coaches, are going to bring their best.
Yep.
Stick around. We're going to take a little break here. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups for you, the opening tip-off, and more of the fine details for this contest. Stay with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Well, wonderful to have you with us this evening for Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. We're in Elk Grove tonight for a Metropolitan League matchup and the second of the season for these two opponents as the Grand High Pacers have traveled to Elk Grove to take on host Laguna Creek. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. Happy to be calling this one for you tonight. Rick, we've speculated a lot this week, and now it's come down to cases. And we have a veteran coach against a rookie coach, youth on both teams, but home court advantage tonight will belong to the Cardinals.
Well, and I think it's a really big thing for the Cardinals to put up a good effort tonight. I mean, even if they don't win, they have to put the effort in that makes it a close game. They can't have another loss in league, especially another, you hate to call it a devastating loss, but when you're losing by double digits at least in several games in a row, then you become disheartened and you have a tougher time climbing back up the mountain. They need to put in the effort today, even if it's just a close 1-point, 2-point, 3-point game.
Well, first-year head coach Brianna Rizzo has certainly considered all aspects of tonight's matchup. She certainly knows the importance of her ball club putting out a quality performance against a tough opponent tonight, and that's going to be the test. And on the other side of things, Coach McCauley probably had to reinforce the seriousness of this game despite Laguna Creek being in a slump.
Well, and let's make no mistake about it. This game is huge in terms of Metro League positioning. If Laguna Creek takes another loss, I think it's probably going to put them right at the spot where they may not be able to come back easily, if at all. At a 2-5 record, that's going to be really, really tough. Grant's got a good record. It's a solid record. It may not be one that, you would look at and go, oh, they're going to win everything. But they're a solid team that plays solid defense and rebounds well. They're going to make you beat them.
Great overall balance among their top 8 in that rotation. Balance in scoring and in rebounding. One of the best balanced attacks I've seen with that many players involved.
Well, and that's part of the team. You play 8-9 deep. Everybody knows what their job is. Everybody knows who they're replacing when they go in, what they're doing when they replace that person. Everybody's focused on being able to do their job. And when teams do that, and they are conscious of that, and they do their job, it's a team effort that gets wins.
Well, 15 wins each for the two squads tonight. And I think that is just about the minimum number that would be a consideration for a playoff berth. But not to get ahead of ourselves, there's still 3 other dates on each team's schedule for league play. Lots can happen in a 3-game stretch.
Well, there's no doubt about that. But at a 2-5 record and 3 games left, the best you're going to be is 5-5 in your division, in your league. And is that enough to get you into the playoffs?
Rival coaches, one of them anyway, the lady in blonde, that's Brianna Rizzo, first-year head coach for Laguna Creek, and that was the JV coach beside her moments ago, and walking toward the table to get a handshake with her opposing coach right there on the left, Michelle McCauley, head coach for the Grand High Pacers.
And we can see that Grand High, the Lady Pacers, are wearing their pink uniforms today. Nice touch. I'm sure that has to do with breast cancer.
A meager crowd right now, still coming into the gym. And let's go ahead and delve into the starting lineups for tonight's big game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's game is...
First of all, for the visiting Grand High Pacers under 50-year head coach Michelle McCauley. They check in at 15-7, 4-2 in Metro League play. And there you see the full complement.
You can tell that. Lee Nelson, the point guard, the 5'4" junior. Kiara Lopa, a freshman, 5'8". Playing, we call her a guard, but she's more of a wing, really. Kat Noah, 5'10" senior. Monet Stallworth, all-around good player, 5'8" senior. And Tatiana Blackman, she's going to be running the post position tonight for the Grant Lady Pacers at 6 foot.
That's a nice 5 and some very, very capable depth on that Pacer bench. As we'll now observe our national anthem. Laguna Creek Marching Band doing the honors for the Star Spangled Banner prior to introductions of the home team. Brianna Rizzo, as a first-year varsity head coach, blitzed out to 15 wins pretty fast.
Well, that was what they did this year, and they've had a little bit of a rough spot, and I don't know whether it's just coming into league and learning new teams and seeing them with changes or roster, but they've had a rough time the last couple of games, no doubt about it.
And there is a Grant starting 5 featuring a freshman starter and some veteran players. Michelle McCauley in her 5th year, having posted 70 wins. Now for the host, Laguna Creek Cardinals, and they're starting 5.
Olivia McMurray first off. Lila Barron also at a guard. And these are players that have some time on the court for Laguna Creek. It's not a young team per se, like several that we've seen. Even Grant has a little bit more youth than Laguna Creek does at this point, but they're learning, and they're learning to play together, as Coach Rizzo says.
Number 23, the last player introduced in the starting 5. Let's keep an eye on her. That would be Andrews.
Yep, Kamari Andrews at number 23, the 5'8" senior, Lila Barron. 5'6" senior, another senior, Olivia McMurray at 5'11". Aaliyah Johnson, the good shooter at 5'7", junior. And Jasmine Howard underneath, 5'8". Not the tallest player you'd expect, but she is tough underneath. Looking for the rebounds all over the place, looking for the pass off, looking just to play solid defense. She also brings the ball up quite a bit, too. As you see the band there here at Laguna Creek, it's great to be here with a band, Will. That's all I can say.
Well, from the NCOA, a pair of officials assigned to monitor this ball game are on the spot to keep up with the game and to see it clearly. Referee Amir Coleman working tonight with umpire Casey Reeve. Up, tapped, and out of bounds. That was an aggressive swat.
Yes, it was, and you could tell who won the tap there.
So first possession to the host Cardinals as we're underway here. Nice to have you aboard this evening for the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Whistle away from the ball. don't know, something, an issue with a spectator in the crowd. Anyway, Amir Coleman called him on it.
Yeah, not sure exactly what that was. It just didn't seem like it was something that Mr. Coleman wanted to see.
Howard's foul line jumper off target. One and done on that trip. Just underway here at Laguna Creek High School. And there's the freshman we spoke of, Lopa. Has some excellent stats as a ninth grader. Shot clock winding down into the post. Bobbled. Recovered. Layup missed. Kept alive, but controlled there by Andrews.
Yeah, Andrews was very aware of where she was and didn't want to give up the ball either after she came down with it. She tried to outlet it a couple times, but people in the way pulled it back.
Good ball movement. Open on the perimeter and firing away for a deep three ball. Gunned in beautifully that time by McMurray.
McMurray didn't waste a second there. Took it and turned and fired. She was ready to go.
3-0 first blood drawn by the Cards on the McMurray tray. A kick ball, good defensive positioning there by Howard.
Yep, she was aware and she was looking for the pass to come out.
Wow, Coach McCauley, a quick 30-second timeout. Wants to talk it over. Meantime, spin the replay dial.
Take a look here at McMurray. Long three-pointer. Didn't waste a time, hesitation, or anything. Just got the ball turned and fired. Catch and shoot.
Yes, it was a catch and shoot. And they sloughed off right there. I'll be surprised if they give her that much room next time down the floor.
Well, they know how good of a shooter she is. I would doubt very much she's going to have much room at all.
So back on the floor, both clubs. Grant to inbound, far side near midcourt. Shoved in by Catanoa. Nelson, a real speedster. A pass to the post, turned over.
Noah tried to get it down low for Stallworth, and it went off Stallworth's hands. She couldn't react quick enough to stop it.
Okay, the Pacers deploy full court pressure. Let's see how Laguna Creek handles it. They get it into Howard and give it back. Break the press on the dribble. 3 and 2, a layup. Down!
Nice awareness on McMurray to feed off on the pass.
Johnson with the bucket. A 5-0 Cardinals lead. Lopa, long cross-court pass. Sends it to Noah. Tight defense.
Yeah, Laguna Creek is ready to play defense tonight.
Step back three, missed with good rebounding effort there. Return three ball off the glass, no. A third try. Dribble drive, got a whistle in the key, a block, and a foul against the Cardinals.
Looks like it's going to be Kamari Andrews. See Michelle McCauley there watching the action.
Non-shooting foul. Lopa to inbound. Sends it in, a bobble away, and another turnover.
Just went right out of Stallworth's hands.
2 and 1. Ball fake, no. Howard, a miss on the follow. Tough rebounding, couldn't cash it in. Transition the other way. Lopa, 1-on-2. Gets it back and tied up. Stolen away by Howard.
What a reaction. Good hands by Howard there to get in there and get the ball away before the jump ball was called.
So far, the Cardinals playing tough and intense. Open from the corner, 3 ball on the way, in and out, tough luck on the miss that time.
Boy, that was just a really bit of bad rim action.
Another miss from 3 ball range, 1 and done. After that shot by Nelson.
Hounding defense in the back, Lee Nelson.
Barron on the point. Layla Barron running the show here for the Cardinals. Defended out there by Noah. Feed it inside. Layup blocked out of bounds. The ball will be awarded to Laguna Creek.
Could have almost gotten a foul on that one. Take a look here on the replay.
Turn and fire. Nope. Rebound snatched there by Blackman. Still 5-0 Laguna Creek. Had a couple chances to increase. Deep J. Over and off. Rebound taken by Barron. 2 and 2. Now she steadies up. Howard straight away. Down.
Nice simple shot inside the key.
So a 30-second time called by the Cardinals. And let's just keep it right here for a second on this short break. You'd have to say this is precisely what Coach Rizzo needed out of her ball club, was a strong start.
Well, you'd hate to say it's what she had to have, but it's pretty close. We'll look at the replay here. As Laguna Creek, Jasmine Howard takes it right inside the key, just below the foul line. Nice, perfect placement for a nice soft shot.
Well, playing on the road is never easy.
No.
Laguna Creek's out to a 7-0 lead, while Grant has turned it over 4 times.
Yeah, and that's just the opposite of what it's been the last few games. So, is it the home crowd? Is it the home court? Is it comfortable? I don't know.
We're midway first at the 4:05. Grant trying to get on the board after being stymied. Noah, back rim, no. Tap by Noah. Loose ball, grabbed on the run. Cardinals have it. Johnson lose the dribble. Get it to Barron. They play catch. Howard to Barron. Loose ball. Turned over.
Pass down. Lopa.
Ooh-wee.
A little too deep when she went to put it up.
So that opportunity missed. Knocked out of bounds. That time by Nelson.
Diamond Golden and T. Ford Small coming in.
And for Laguna Creek, Kamara Batiste, she'll inbound near side for the Cardinals. A 7-0 Cardinals lead here. Flip side of quarter number 1. A great start for the Cardinals.
Tremendous start. You couldn't have asked for better.
Barron has it stolen away by Noah. Too much dribble. 2-on-1, a poor pass off the leg of Stallworth.
Yeah.
Turnover number 5.
She tried to lead Stallworth just a little bit too much there. Stallworth was in motion and she was heading for the ball. Looks like the ball wanted to take itself and go home.
It did. It actually evac'd the building.
It rolled out and who knows where it went at this point.
There's Brianna Rizzo.
Officials timeout right now to find a basketball.
Into the darkness it went. And an opportunity for each coach to talk things over. The Metro standings are jumbled, but there is a definite top half and bottom half.
Yeah, you can see McClatchy there, 6-0. We saw them. We saw why they're 6-0. Monterey Trail, good solid year, 5-1. Grant at 4-2 right here tonight. They lost their last one. They're 15-7 overall. Kennedy with a surprising 20-point win over Laguna Creek their last game. So they're 1-0, 10-8. Laguna Creek there at number 5, 2-4, 15-7. Burbank and River City bringing it up, looking for their first win in league.
That's a look at the Metro League. A new basketball has been utilized here. So Cardinals facing full court pressure. A lob goes into Barron. Badgered hard there. Loose ball tapped away. She gets it back.
Gets it across the line. Batiste there.
So Grant has turned up the heat. Taken inside. Layup missed. Good fight out on the boards. Stallworth has it.
Yes, bringing it up quick.
Down. Jay on the way.
Kat Noah there with a jumper. And picked up a foul on the way back on defense. Take a look here on the replay for Noah. Takes the ball. Quick dribble, side. Buried it. Yeah, got them on the board where they needed to be. McMurray's at the line.
Good on number 1.
Good solid touch.
Number 2, also good.
Nice soft roll around after the front rim. Every shooter loves that.
So the Cardinals answer that Pacer bucket and lead at 9-3. 2:25 to go. Nice defense there by Howard. Deep J missed on the way. Collected there on the miss by Nelson.
Howard brings it across.
Take it strong. Loose ball picked up by Batiste, and she's fouled between Howard and a tough defender there. Golden.
Yeah, Golden picks up the foul. Well, there were 2 defenders trying to squeeze on the ball handler for Laguna Creek, and they both put pressure on her both ways, and Golden got it from behind.
Howard, a miss.
I'd
like to have that one back.
Yeah, that was a tough one underneath the basket, coming around underneath.
Feed inside, blocked out of there by McMurray on Noah's inside shot.
Tremendous timing. Tremendous.
Player control. McMurray a little too aggressive.
Well, she was kind of fired up after that block. Came down the court and was just moving. Picked up the foul. Tried to squeeze in between 2 defenders, and it just didn't pick them up.
Substitutions, a pair of them coming on for Grant. Lopa, one of them, also coming into the ball game. Blackman.
Long jumper.
Missed from the outside. Good rebounding again by the Cardinals. They've been terrific in that area this evening. Barron down the slot. The runner pops out. Tough luck. Loose ball. Who wants it? Batiste. Now Howard has control. Feed low. Batiste drops it home.
Good touch by Howard to get her the ball first and foremost in that group down there, but Batiste put it up high off the glass. Nice touch.
11-3. The Cardinals having an excellent first period. 55 seconds left. Deep J. Back rim. No. Again, one and done. Batiste rebounds and draws a foul on the reach in there.
Take a look at Batiste here. The pass turns off the top of the backboard.
Golden comes out of the ball game after getting poked in the eye, so Howard back in replacing her. 45 seconds to go here in the first. McMurray let her high dribble straight up the floor. A foul on the backside screen there. Tough luck.
Yeah, that was a solid screen, but it was just a little bit too late getting there to be able to have the force it needed to.
Lopa. Cross court. Inside pass. Grabbed by Stallworth. Good team defense here with this Cardinal zone. Howard, a runner, no. Look at that rebounding position again. Howard out of the pack.
Strong.
Feeds ahead to McMurray. Batiste immediately swarmed, and a slapping foul probably against Howard.
Yeah, that was
I should say Nelson.
Just a lot of slapping going on there. You know, you keep doing it, you're going to get caught. Ideally.
So Nelson out of the ball game. Inbound. Layup, try, no. Blocked from behind. Good D there by the Pacers, but it's tapped away. Jay on the way. Air ball. Look at that scramble. And we have played one. An exciting first quarter, particularly well played by the host Cardinals, who lead it 11-3. Don't wander off. Lots more to come on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Okay, quarter number 2 set to get underway. Welcome aboard. We're in Elk Grove tonight at Laguna Creek High School with Rick Stewart. I'm Will James. Right now the host Cardinals on top of visiting Grant 11-3. Drive to the bucket, wild off the glass, no.
Howard with great position underneath the boards again.
Well, this is a concerted effort on rebounding here tonight for Brianna Rizzo's ball club. Drive it, knocked down out of bounds. Hard foul right there.
Yeah, a lot of body on that. Well, that looks like what the kind of game it is. I mean, how
about that?
Lady Pacers weren't awake and aware or ready to go on that inbound pass, and Howard just put it right in this right spot.
13-3. DJ pounded home by Noah.
Yeah, that was a nice one. She just got the ball zeroed in and took it. No rim at all. Nice touch.
She's got all 6 Grant points on a pair of 3 balls. 13-6.
Well, that's not a good thing.
Drive to the bucket. Noah fouled McMurray.
Yeah, I think that's at least her second foul.
It is.
Foul on Grant.
Well, that's good defense, but she's just got a little too much body. At this point in time, if she's the only person going to score for the Lady Pacers, she's going to have to be aware of her defense a little bit more.
McMurray missed on number 1 after she dropped 2 out of 2 in the first quarter. Batiste out, Barron in for the Cardinals. Missed them both. Inside rebounding position. Sticks it home. There's the benefit right there, playing big inside Andrews.
Yeah, well, that's, what you got to do. Everybody's got to rebound. Everybody's got to touch it. Everybody's got to go for it. Grace Brown in for the Lady Pacers.
15-6. High post, Stallworth. She's been quiet thus far. Misses the layup. Nice hustling by Brown. Follow up, missed. Scramble for the ball. Who wants it? Held ball tie-ups. Possession arrow to Laguna Creek.
Well, that was Monet Stallworth being ready.
Spin the dial. Another look.
3-pointer from Noah. She's their scorer.
Barron cautiously working against Noah. Gives it to Howard. Whistle on a foul, perhaps on Lopa.
Yeah, that's her 16th foul for Grant.
Lopa, the freshman, that's her first foul. Loose ball picked up by Stallworth. Loses it, runs it down.
Noah brings it across.
Drive it, layup, missed. McMurray's been excellent tonight on the rebounding.
Yeah, she's been in right spot at right time. Solid rebounding.
Howard dumps it low, layup, down! Cashed in sweetly.
Tremendous awareness by Howard to see the other players looking for them. She could have driven it to the basket.
Inside shot missed by Noah. Tapped, and Howard's got it. Barron, air ball missed. Run down by Brown.
Almost stepped out of bounds. Brown did when she turned around there.
5-minute mark. I should say 5.5 to go. Still early second, but Grant struggling. Stallworth tied up, wrestles it away. They play on.
Well, Grant just looks like they're struggling trying to find the secret for what they want to try and do.
Good block there, but a foul.
Take a look at Igbarari. The pass here. Dump off pass from Howard. Wide open. Wide open. Both the defenders went to Howard. Nobody was there.
So Grace Brown at the stripe. Solid rebounder for the Pacers. Good on number 1.
Yeah, she's a good, solid role player. You know, teams need role players, even if they're not going to be starters and stars and whatever you want to call that. The players that are there every day, every practice, working their rear end off, trying to do the right thing for the team and do whatever the team needs. Every team needs those players.
Number 2 free throw. Bobbles around and in. 2 out of 2 for Grace Brown. 17-8. There you see the continuing full court pressure. McMurray to Barron. Drive it. Runner, no. Excellent rebounding position again. And a travel and a turnover on the Pacers.
Yeah, when you start moving around like that, it's very difficult to keep your feet. Jordan Ramey there was working on getting the rebound there, number 13.
Baseline left, McMurray gets it in. Shea on the way, a long miss. Stallworth boards the miss by Johnson.
Yeah, she was wide open on that shot too.
Noah crosses over, spins, dumps it to Stallworth. Feed low, tapped last touch by Grace Brown.
Yeah, she was calling for it the other way, but it looked like it went right off her hands. So
Batiste in, Johnson out for the Cards. McMurray sits down as well. And back on, playing in the front court, Andrews for the Cardinals. Howard. Cautiously up the floor against Noah. Send it to the corner. A long miss from there. One and done on that shot by Ramey.
I'm impressed with Howard just coming down the ball with the ball and looking for the teammates.
Nelson in and out and in.
Nice touch on there. Got a third scorer for the Lady Pacers now.
17-10.
Well, that's one way to break the press.
Batiste dumps it low. Got a whistle. Evidently, Batiste was fouled on the play. And they're going to call that against Stallworth. And she'll sit down for a while. Back on is Golden, who had the poke in the eye earlier in the quarter. So Batiste up there for important free throwing. Drops the first one.
Yeah, these are big free throws. Every free throw is a big free throw, but you know, when you're in a game like this where you really need to, you know, sharpen things up and get it moving.
Second one left short. Rebound pulled by Grace Brown. Outlet to Noah. Through the fingers of T. Ford Small. Turnover Grant.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether she took her eye off that one. It looked like she might have, you know, trying to figure out what she was going to do, what move she was going to make. Having trouble inbounding it.
Nobody broke to get open, and Batiste got caught holding the rock. Tough luck there. Credit the Pacer defense.
As a coach, how often do you call a timeout there? Do you call it whenever you're in a spot like that, or do you try and pick and choose your times?
Pick and choose. Timeouts are valuable. They are sitting on an 8-point lead right now. Overthrown on the entry. Bobbled by Brown. Grabbed by Howard.
Yeah,
turnover number 10. Runner missed. Save try.
Interesting pass.
Noah missed from in close, gets it back, a kick out, Jay on the way, down.
T4 small.
That's her specialty, third three of the game for the Pacers. Time out Laguna Creek at the 3:22. Spin the dial for us and let's see it again.
T Ford Small here with the shoot. Wide open. Buried it.
Noah has a pair of threes. Ford Small has one. And that's been the majority of their 13-point total. It was a good timeout by Coach Rizzo, as that's the closest the Pacers have been since 5-0.
Yeah. Well, and this is a point of the game where, you know, you really have to be careful, because if Laguna Creek runs off about 6 or 8 points in a row, this could really put a damper on the possibility for Grant. Now, if Grant, you know, runs off 6 or 8 in a row, then, you know, obviously we're more into we got a game on our hands. But at the same time, I don't get the feeling the way Laguna Creek is playing defense tonight that Grant's going to run off with too many like that, unless it's just missing shots and Grant's coming up with them.
So Laguna Creek has the rock. Batiste will inbound. There's Barron now, blitzing down the floor, draws a foul.
T. Ford Small picked it up. Well, it's a good hustle by Barron, getting down there and beating her defender around the corner and just diving for the rim.
No, she doesn't hesitate to push tempo. And again, important free throws. So Barron scoreless on the evening thus far, trying to salvage the back end of these two. And does.
That's the way you're supposed to do it.
19-13. Nelson, a wild runner, missed. Rebound Cardinals. McMurray push it ahead to Howard.
4 different players touched it almost before they got across the half court line. That's good ball movement, even though it's just a short distance when you're working against the press.
Batiste down the slot, layup, missed. Howard inside, has it batted away on the floor, a loose ball, and Brown is tied up. Possession arrow to Grant.
Yeah, little struggle there on the floor, but that's players going for it, no doubt about it.
Blackman in, Brown out for the Pacers. Down here, 19-13 at the 2:35 mark, a late second. Nelson, dangerous pass out there. A push called on Howard.
Yeah, it looked like as Noah turned around, it almost looked like, maybe a small little nudge. It seemed like Noah responded a little harder than the push looked like.
Just the 5th team foul in this entire half. Cardinals playing good, clean game. Broken up and picked up. Chump change shot missed. Fight for the board. Cardinals had it, but the outlet picked off. In and out on the long shot. The 3 ball not falling for Grant. Here's a tie-up. And a foul called.
Big Ferrari can't figure out what she did wrong.
6th team foul. To the corner. Nelson. Now to Noah. Swinging around the horn. Nelson fakes the shot. Feed inside, and Stallworth has the layup.
Wonderful pass by Noah. Hit Stallworth right in the stride. Nobody around her. Perfect pass.
19-15, closest the Pacers have been. A foul against Grant as McMurray took it inside on the spin.
Take a look at Stallworth here on the replay. Pass quick underneath, wide open. Nice pass.
Okay, McMurray back to the stripe for the third time. Drops number 1. Got them both.
Yeah, nice touch.
4 out of 5, 4 out of 6 from there. Stretches the lead to 21-15. Here with 1:45 to go in the half. Nelson to Lopa. The Laguna zone has been excellent. Noah drops another 3.
Tremendous shooting touch. She's been open several times, picked up threes several.
Down the slot, here comes Johnson, 2 and 1. Feed low, bank shot missed. Stolen away by Howard. Boy, that was a hard shot Johnson took from Noah. Minute 5, down. The runner scored from the baseline. Noah's really caught fire. 21-20. The lead is 1 for Laguna Creek. Less than a minute to go in the half. Crowd coming alive. Barron down the slot. Layup missed. Stallworth boards it. Pacers with a chance to tie or go ahead. Kick out. Noah. Back rim. No. Fight for the board. Nice job there on the rebounding for Grant. Nelson kicks out. 28 seconds to go. Feed the post. Wide open. Stallworth. Yes. What a comeback. First lead of the game for Grant at 22-21. 18 seconds to go. Johnson lobs it into Barron. 13 seconds. Push it hard. Take it inside. Flip shot missed. Follow up blocked. She gets it back. 5 seconds. 4. Stolen away. Nelson scores at the buzzer. Now that was a little bit debatable. They haven't changed the score yet. Are they going to count? Yes, they're going to count the bucket. Okay, replay time. Successive plays. 3-point gunning, bringing the Pacers back. Noah doing the damage. Baseline runner, also good. And Stallworth. This is inside bucket. Now here's the run out on the steal that just does beat the buzzer. 24-21. Grant after trailing most of the way. As let's turn it down to floor level. Rick Stewart standing by with Coach Rizzo. Rick?
All right, thanks, Will. Coach, first half, tell me what you saw and what you expect to see.
I'm very happy with our effort. Our effort from start to finish of that half was exactly where we needed to be. They're working hard, they're getting to their spots. Offensively, we're finding our way to the bucket. We just got to finish. So my expectation for the second half is that we got to finish those.
What did you tell the team different tonight before the game that was different from the last couple nights as we've had a tough time?
Yeah, it's all about this. It's all about heart. You come in with heart, you work hard, you do your job, you work for each other, and your heart will lead your way.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. All right, Will, we're going to send it back up to you after those inspiring words.
Inspiring indeed. Thank you, Rick. Certainly a coach that's got a lot of faith in her ball club, and they've got a lot of faith in her as well. As you see, a 3-point lead for Grant High at the intermission. Don't wander off. Lots more to come on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go, near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Well, nice to have you with us there. You see the halftime score. Grant rallied from a deficit to take a late lead in the final minute of that first half. Let's bounce it down to floor level. Rick Stewart has a special guest, and we recognize him. Rick?
Well, it's always great to have a friend of the program here, Mike Johnson. And, you've coached around here, and you've been on the broadcast before, but it says D.C. up here. What are you doing here tonight?
So I'm working tonight. I'm working for my boss, who coaches at Delta College in Stockton women's basketball. So I go out and I'm trying to find the best talent for our program. And for tonight's game, this is where a lot of our talent is, in this gym. So it's been fun to watch these girls.
What do you look for, not necessarily specific player, but what do you look for as more of the key intangible, if you will, that you look for in a player?
There's players that you've heard the term gym rat before.
Oh, yeah.
We want those girls that love basketball and they want to play this at the next level. They want to go play college basketball. Maybe they're not big enough to go get a D1 scholarship and they need to spend a few years to develop themselves. Those are the girls that we're looking for.
Okay. All right. Is it difficult to find those? I mean, I know that there's examples everywhere, but how difficult is it to find the real true gym rats?
Well, it takes time. So, I've been to probably 35, 40 games, and once I find a few, I start going back and back. I've seen Grant play before. I've seen Laguna Creek play before. So coming into the gym tonight, I know exactly who I'm watching at this point in the year. And after the game, I get to go around and talk to all these girls and see if we can get any in our program.
Right on. Well, good luck in the future as go forward. And it's good to see you out here working for a change, dude.
Yeah, about time, right?
Mike Johnson here at Game of the Week. Will, I'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Rick. Mike Johnson, yes, definitely a friend of the family and has worked several games with us on Game of the Week after an illustrious coaching career at Franklin High School and Lincoln of Stockton. Well, let's take a look at the weekly rankings compiled by my colleague, Rick Stewart. Folsom still in the top spot of the girls' rankings, followed closely by a very tough ball club we saw last week, the McClatchy Lions. St. Francis 3, Antelope 4, and an equally tough ball club, Vista del Lago 5, one notch ahead of 19-1 Christian Brothers, the only loss for Brothers to Vista del Lago 2 weeks ago. Number 7, Oak Ridge in the mix always. Monterey Trail, one of their better clubs. Casumnas Oaks, a sleeper. And number 10, Grant. As you see there, a terrific rally to come from 11 down and seize a 3-point lead here at the half. On the bubble, Ponderosa, Wood Creek, the Lincoln Zebras, Intercom, and number 15, Laguna Creek. Back to Rick Stewart, standing by with Coach McCauley. Rick?
All right, Coach McCauley at halftime. What'd you tell your team?
To play. Not to be robots. Just to play the game. It's no more than playing at a basketball court.
Is there something that surprised you coming out tonight?
No, the girls are hard working, and I know that they have the experience in them. It's just a matter of them pulling out the right tool at the right time.
Okay, what's one key?
One key is rebounding. We're going to rebound the second half.
Okay, all right. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank
All right, we'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. We're going to step back and take a little break. Don't wander off. Lots more to come. Second half action dead ahead here on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
There is a road laid out for me.
Boxes everywhere. And this is going to be Addie's room.
I am blind.
You're really going to like it.
I hope so. Yeah. I know this road is there for me. There is a long way.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
The way it's down by the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
I got this.
I know
Okay.
if I'm really free, take me down to the river and wash me.
Hello, I'm a sewer pipe, and there's a problem. We can see someone flush wipes down the drain, but that's going to cause a real problem. Paper products, even ones labeled as flushable, don't break down easily, or at all. Pipes can clog and overflow, which results in a need for more monitoring, maintenance, and repairs. This requires higher operational costs, paid by your sewer rates. With this in mind, remember to do the sewers a favor and trash the wipes, not the pipes. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
There's your halftime score. Laguna Creek led this game from the outset up until about 2 minutes to go in the half. Kat Noah sparking a terrific second quarter comeback for Grant.
And not just with her shooting either. I mean, she had a couple really, really nice passes down low.
Here's McMurray into the post. Howard down.
Rolls it around in. Nice, soft shooting touch. Now, Grant went to a zone there and just kind of throwing it up and seeing something different for Laguna.
Lopa in and out. Look at Howard in that position.
Well, I can tell you why they like Lopa. I can see why.
Outside shot. Wow. Partially blocked.
Well, it hit somebody underneath there. Had to have.
Hey. Grant will inbound mid-court, far side. The delay involves an electrical hookup to the left of the scoring table across the way, where those outlets are.
Take a look at Jasmine Howard on the replay. Turn. Soft. Bounce around.
No, we just lost our scoreboard with the reconnection.
Yeah, well, let's see. Athletic Director John Ushery over there to try to figure this one out. We got to this point, 24-23 in the opening seconds here of the third quarter on a bucket by Howard. An important basket.
Yeah, and it was a nice touch on Howard, too. And she's very impressive, for the player she is. I mean, she doesn't have exceptional height. I don't think she's got exceptional speed. She would probably tell you that.
Wow.
Turnover for Grant.
Lopez stepped out of bounds.
I don't know why I thought he was calling her for carrying the ball, but wow. Unforced error.
A huge possession here. Laguna Creek can tie or go ahead. They're down one. Johnson to Howard, back to Johnson. Missed the runner. Inside rebound. Out of bounds to Laguna Creek.
Play it off somebody. Get a better inbound place. Kamari Andrews with a smart play there. She was boxed in with two defenders for Grant.
McMurray down.
Nice touch. Howard fed it into her real quick, and McMurray went right around the first defender.
25-24, a little seesaw.
Well, let's see how Grant does now. If they took the lead and gave it up.
Stallworth shoved out of the key. Noah. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
A putback by Blackman.
Yeah, it was right in her hands. Air ball went too long. Came down with it. Blackman did. Put it right back up. Simple.
Early third. 6:05. Here's an inside play. Howard down.
Kamari Andrews handed off to Howard, and Howard actually had a better shot. I don't think Kamari Andrews was ready to take it.
More seesaw. 27-26. Laguna Creek on top. Feed low. Bank shot good. Cashed in again by Blackman.
Blackman's using her size and using her quickness underneath down there. Kind of wrestled the ball away on that one play, and now she went right back up with it.
3 lead changes already here in the opening 2.5 minutes of this quarter. McMurray, cross court. Johnson, down!
Big shot by Johnson, three-pointer. Tremendous. 30-28 now.
Coach Rizzo was really looking for a scoring punch from her and got some just now. Muscle her way in. Nelson, her shot misses. Out of bounds to Grant.
Take a look at Blackman here on the replay. Pass off. Swung her defender around, turned and went up.
Andrews in, and Stallworth double dribbles.
Called like a jump ball, like a possession arrow. I don't know what the call was, slapping his hands like that.
Here's Stallworth now, shoved out of the paint by Johnson. Wow.
Well, that was a long way.
Lopa, Nelson, jumper, no. Stallworth boards it on the offside and misses the putback. Howard's got the rebound.
Howard right there doing her job again.
McMurray, transition, take it strong, got a whistle and a foul.
No basket.
.45 as we near midway third. Lopa out, back in. Ford Small. Inbound, bucket, down!
There you go. Kamari Andrews just with a nice soft shot. Quick inbound pass, go right up for it off the glass.
Her first bucket. Deep jumper on the way, missed short. Rebound put back, another miss. Good Grant offensive rebounding and a turnover.
Yeah, you could see that Blackman wanted to do something. She had defenders draped all over her, but she just fired the ball out, and there was nobody there to grab it.
A 30-second timeout. We're going to hold it right here. We've had some tremendous seesaw action here in the third quarter, and again, Laguna Creek has played strong basketball and has not given in. with this Grant pressure, lead it by 5.
Well, and you could hear what Coach Rizzo said. You know, it's all inside. You know, you got to do what you got to do. You got to be there for everybody and make the plays and do what you have to do, because this is a team game. One or two players aren't going to do it.
Back onto the floor, both clubs. 4:22 to go. Midway third. And this game has really exploded since the middle of the second quarter. Ahead to Howard, 2-on-1, feed low, stolen away.
Waited too long.
Out of bounds.
Turnover by Grant.
So Laguna fortunate to hang onto the rock after they had a 2-on-1 down there.
Yeah, I think Howard should have just gone up with it. Fake the pass and go up with it.
High lob comes in. Jump shot blocked. Howard's got it. Fade away. No good. McMurray missed. Gets it back. What a scramble as Stallworth comes up with it. Down to Noah.
Good hustle.
A miss by Nelson. Look at that sky rebound there by Batiste, and that's the toughest call of the game right there. She got knocked sideways, yet called for a travel.
Well, that's a tough call. I mean, you can say tough calls in any sport you see, but you know, she didn't even have her feet under her when she was getting the ball and got knocked.
Well, Grant got a break there. Nice tap away by McMurray on the inbound.
Yeah, she saw the player coming behind her, knew she was going to have to step out at least a little bit to try and reach for it. Did. Got it.
So Ford Small will inbound, slap of the ball. Send it inside. Stallworth muscles up and banks it home.
Yeah, Stallworth's got a really solid inside game, especially when she gets positioned. There's not going to be a lot of players out here that are going to knock her off.
32-30. Whistle and a foul, probably Stallworth.
Take a look at Stallworth on the replay. Inside, down low. Good defense by Howard, right in her face and not giving in, but
Batiste badgered hard there, wrestles it away. Look at that swarming defense. Barron equally pressured.
Moved away.
Inside layup and a travel and a turnover.
Yeah, took an extra step. Had him beat on the baseline going to the basket. Just got excited. Took a big step, a couple small ones.
Flip side, quarter number 3. 3.5 to go. Big trip up the floor for Grant. They're down 2. Feed low, near breakup. Stallworth gets it back and double dribbles. No call. Down. And that is a go-ahead 3 ball. Nelson.
Yeah, that was a tough call. That wasn't called. Got to get the ball in. They called a timeout this time.
So it's a 30-second. We'll keep it here as Brianna Rizzo's ball club has surrendered the lead. Spin the dial.
Take a look at Lee Nelson here. Coming down, three-pointer. Top of the key, money.
That was a go-ahead 3. 33-32.
What's she saying in the huddle, Will? She's just talking her team into control and taking it easy, you know, being aware.
And I think she's congratulating them and keeping their positive vibe in place because they've played well. Full court pressure into Barron. Immediately swarmed. Leah Nelson all over here. Taps it away. McMurray's got it and drives around Noah into the paint. Layup. Down, but they call it travel to nullify the bucket.
Wow. I don't know about that.
No.
Goodness gracious.
That was shaky. Have to say it. Noah, a miss. Nice rebounding effort there. Stallworth over the back, and Grant really turning up the heat now with the physical.
Yeah, and they're trying to push every little bit of it here.
That's quite a tandem down below with Brown and Stallworth.
Yeah, that's a big load for any team to really try and defend against.
3 team fouls now on Grant, none on Laguna Creek here in the half. Trouble on the inbound.
Couldn't get it in again. Now that's twice that's happened.
And that's 3 times that Nelson's been holding Barron, making it unable to get to the ball. I mean, it's blatant. Here's a pick away by Howard.
Quick hands.
Down the slot, pull up, short. Nice rebounding. McMurray, loose ball, lost out of bounds to Grant.
Wow, who touched it?
Nobody.
Goodness.
Okay.
Grant's looking hungry right now.
33-32 into the post. It's Noah. Blocked out of there by McMurray. Another brush there, no call. Up the floor. Save it to the trailer and off Stallworth, out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Stallworth was right in the middle of the play defensively when the ball was touched back, trying to save it. Right in her, but she couldn't control it.
Substitutions. The Cardinals send Johnson back in for Barron. Howard inbound. High lob. Cross court to McMurray. Partially deflected on that.
Yeah. Trinity foul. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Laguna Creek will hold it.
Anybody's game here at the 2:09 late third. 33-32 Grant. Lots of seesaw here in the third quarter. McMurray has the inbound, turns and fires. Nope. Noah, offside board. Push it up the floor. Stallworth. Blocked. And a held ball tie-up. Possession arrow to Laguna Creek.
Wow, really good defensive play. Both players that were there to do it. I didn't really see who actually had the block, but there were 2 defensive players there that went up with her when she tried to do it.
Molly Andrews back in for the Cardinals wearing 23. Full timeout taken, and we'll step back and take a breather ourselves. Don't wander off. This one's getting good.
Long ago, in a household far away, a sink lived in harmony. All of a sudden, the fog attacked. Fats, oils, and greases, such as meat and sauces, can cause massive clogs in the sewer system. The sink was defenseless, until a fearless hero saved the day through proper disposal. By canning oils, scraping greases, and trashing food scraps, the household was saved. And through proper disposal, you too can save your sink. For more information, go to sacksewer.com.
Well, I'm glad you're with us this evening, because if you weren't, you'd be missing a heck of a game here. Metro League matchup. Laguna Creek hosting Grant. McMurray, a chancy pass picked off, and a foul committed by Johnson.
Yeah, tough foul. She got caught in there as T. Fort Small was reaching for the ball, trying to pick it up. Johnson got out of position a little bit, bumped into her. Enough.
Substitution, Barron in, foul out. Golden inbounds to Noah here. 1:51 left, late third. Lopa to the corner. Lopa misses in close. Offensive rebound again. That one hurt.
Hamilton with the ball. She just came down with that rebound. Tough inside.
Clock winding down. Left undefended. I don't know how. Noah sticks it in off the offside glass.
Good slick move right around the corner.
McMurray, Euro, yes!
Nice touch. Little step around, back to a 1-point game.
35-34. Less than a minute to go here in the third. 50 seconds. Inside pass deflected away from Noah, out of bounds to Grant.
Andrews with a good deflection there.
McMurray has been stellar this evening. Cross court. Here's the deep J, a long miss. Lopa has her shot blocked. Outlet to Johnson, 3-on-1. Pull up J. Tapped away and out of bounds to Laguna Creek.
Take a look at McMurray here on the replay.
Huge possession here for the Cards. Turn, Howard, short, down.
Nice touch. Just simple shot. Got control of herself, got a good position for it, and just went up for it. Nice touch.
Another lead change. 36-35 and a turnover by Grant.
Yeah, the freshman lost control of it there, Kat Noah.
This is anybody's game. Hold on to yourself. Last 15 seconds of the third. Barron pressured hard. Sent it across court. McMurray down!
Three-pointer. Big basket. Just as time goes out.
We have played 3. And the Cardinals roaring back to take a 4-point lead. Stay with us.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Well, fourth quarter drama set to unfold here at Laguna Creek High School. This is Access Sacramento's Hometown Sports Game of the Week. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James, and so far we've been treated for 3 quarters to a seesaw battle.
It's what we wanted.
Nelson, high pass to Lopa. Great anticipation by Johnson to cut in front for the deflection.
Oh, too bad. Too bad. Had Howard breaking down towards the middle, and Andrews just got a little bit of ahead of herself and tried to fire it to her too quick, too hard, too far.
So both teams exchanged turnovers just seconds into the fourth quarter. Back up the floor, Nelson into Stallworth. Tied up from behind by Howard. Wheels around it and spins it home.
Had 2 different players tie her up, or try to tie her up, and looked like they got it, and she spun away from both of them.
That bucket puts the Pacers within 2 early here in the fourth. Drive it inside, a miss. Andrews cannot pull the board. Here come the Pacers. Lopa travels from here to there.
Yep, yeah. Took an extra big step. Take a look at Stallworth here on the replay defensively. Turn around. There you go. Nice turn.
McMurray looking for somebody to inbound it to. Gets it to Johnson. Loses the rock. Nelson all over her. Up the floor. Beat the timeline. Stop and go.
Nice handoff.
Barron passes it directly to Stallworth for a turnover.
Yeah, that was ill-timed.
A layup missed. Corner jumper, Noah, a miss. Andrews boards it, a wild outlet. Return jumper drained by Nelson.
And that's just off the turnover, and just a little bit of carelessness on that last pass for Laguna Creek.
40-39, another lead change. Seesaw City. McMurray, Johnson, a miss. Offside board pulled down. Andrews, a return shot down.
Crawls up over the rim. Nice timing by Andrews.
41-40. Another lead change. Inside to Stallworth. Easy money.
Yep, got away from the defenders. And
time out. Spin the replay dial.
Let's see Kamari Andrews here. Turning, spinning. Nice soft touch.
This ball game has had a pressurized intensity on every possession in the second half, beginning with those same characteristics to end the second quarter. This crowd has been treated to an intense Metro League matchup.
Well, yeah, and this is it's kind of a small crowd per se, but at the same time, they're seeing basketball tonight. And when there's been momentum and there's been changes and there's been lead changes and excitement, they've been ready for it. And they've been loud, too. So this is a good mixture of fandom here tonight.
Lots of scoring in that third. 20 points scored by Laguna Creek, 18 for Grant. As a result, a mere 1 point lead for the Pacers as we continue fourth quarter action.
Well, and this is what we wanted, the kind of a game we wanted.
Okay, McMurray to inbound. Looking for Howard. Oh my goodness. Leah Nelson called for the foul. Cannot believe it was called on her, but
well, it kind of balances out. I guess sometimes when you don't think it's going to be called, and a lot of times when it is.
Barron through traffic, gets slapped, no call, layup, down! Big bucket there, Andrews ahead to Stallworth, slapped away and a steal by Howard.
Barron's playing with just one foot, one shoe on.
Follow up, missed. A wild scramble. 43-42. A whistle and a foul.
Surprised they stopped the play like that. Right in the middle of.
Grace Brown back in for Grant. As Blackman sits down. 5:40 to go. Early fourth. And this is a wild one. 43-42. Laguna Creek by one. Into Grace Brown. Kick out. Jay on the way. Down! Noah!
Another three-pointer for Noah. And she sneaks up and steals the ball.
Major turnover there. 45-43. Nelson a miss. Grace a follow-up. Stallworth another follow. Brown a follow. That's 5. And this will go. What a sequence. It's a foul against Grant.
Take a look here at Noah. The last three-pointer. Straight away. Bottom of the net.
McMurray, a long inbound. Howard got the lead. Missed!
Whoa, that hurt. That hurt big time.
Look at that battle.
Little push off.
Nelson has her shot stuffed, but they call a foul.
Wow. A little bit of a push off there before the drive started out there at top of the arc.
Yes. So we'll see about the free throws. 45-43. Grant on top, and Nelson hits the first free throw.
And by the numbers, Grant's not necessarily the best free throwing team, although that was smooth as anything.
2 out of 2.
Now the Grant press.
47-43 ahead. Barron, 2-on-2, stop and go. Blocked, out of bounds to Laguna Creek.
Grace Brown with the touch there on defense.
Howard will inbound, baseline right.
Need a basket here.
Into McMurray, working against Brown. Lose the dribble. Stallworth tapped it away, runs it down. Wild pass ahead.
A little too much mustard on that, and Golden couldn't pull it in time.
Johnson in, Batiste out. .21 turnovers for Grant, yet they're up 4. Into Howard. Barron looks and fires. Back rim, no.
Laguna Creek needed that one.
Tracked down by Golden, and a poor pass.
Golden let loose on that one, and it was way over everybody's head.
Barron out. And back on as a backup guard, Trinity Dow. McMurray to inbound. She's been terrific tonight. McMurray picked up by Kat Noah.
That's a good matchup.
Down the slot, layup missed, follow up. No, but a foul committed by Grace Brown.
Yeah, that was a solid foul. Brown took the worst of it, I think, actually.
So, Laguna Creek back to the foul line.
That was not exactly where she would probably have wanted it to go, but big free throw here. They need it big time.
So Olivia takes her time. Number 2 off target.
Those were tough free throws.
So Nelson, Noah feeds Brown, kick out, Jay on the way, down, buried by Ford Small.
Yeah, that was a big shot for Ford Small, and it was a big shot because Laguna Creek had gone back into the zone defense, and that's where you're going to beat the zone, by having the outside shot.
McMurray, beautiful.
Nice touch, coming across the lane and laying it up with the right hand going left.
Good answering basket, 50-45. Grant by 5 at the 3:30. Flip side of quarter number 4. Nelson. Hands off. Now it's Kat Noah. Deflected, but Nelson has it slapped away by Howard. Down the slot. And a whistle and a foul.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice touch by Howard. Take a look here at the replay. Ford Small there with a jumper. Coming across McMurray.
That was gorgeous.
Wonderful.
Howard.
Big free throw there. She needs this one too.
Lopa in, Brown out for the Pacers.
And how big are these for the next 3 years for Lopa, getting all these kind of minutes as a freshman?
1 out of 2. McMurray. Double move. Down! And a push by Noah.
Wow, McMurray took her time, spun around.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely not a foul that Noah wants. And this is the 8th team foul too, so all the rest of the way we're shooting.
Howard sits down for a few seconds of rest as McMurray tries to clean up a 3-point play and cannot.
Well, they needed that free throw, or the rebound would have been nice too.
Grant by 2, 50-48. Stallworth, open key, sends it out to Nelson. Noah, crash the board, everybody wants it. Stallworth spins and draws a foul.
I don't know. I thought McMurray got it first before anybody else did it, but as I get older, my eyesight doesn't see quite as well, I don't think.
McMurray's third foul. Stallworth to the stripe.
These are huge with a 2-point lead.
65% free thrower. Oh my word.
Oh.
You might remember that one.
Yeah, that might be one to really be focused on later. Howard back too. That wasn't much of a rest. All of about 30 seconds.
Trying to give her squad a 3-point lead. And does.
Nice comeback.
51-48, 2:49 to go. It's crunch time. Johnson back to McMurray. She goes right for the bucket. Missed. Follow-up missed. Andrews. Oh.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
That's 6 hands going down there. I'm not sure how you pick out one that knocked it out.
I don't know, but I don't know how you could pick out one that fouled. 2:35 to go here. 3-point game. Walking dribble. Noah straight up the floor. This crowd has been treated to a splendid, intense ball game.
3-second violation.
Turnover Grant.
Big moment here. Barron going to bring the ball up against Ford Small. A little bit of acting there.
Howard. Johnson, jumper, short.
Wow. Noah bringing it back.
Euro step, knocked off balance. Well, you think that was a foul?
Oh, God, she's not going to complain about that one, huh?
An exhausted McMurray helped up off the floor. Bonus free throwing for Laguna Creek and Grant. If they commit one more foul, it'd be double bonus. But just 1:49 left. Metro League basketball on the girls' side, and this has been a real treat.
Buries it.
McMurray clutch.
Brings it to a 2-point game, 51-49. And Laguna Creek is in the bonus. Buried both of them.
Got them both. 51-50.
Hey, that's what we're doing here tonight, 51-50. And
loose ball on the floor. Howard's got it. A turnover.
Nice quick hands there.
A minute and a half left. Cardinals down one. McMurray's got the rock and gets fouled, but no call. Tries again. In the paint. Double move. Slapped out of there. Tough defense.
Grant's going to take their time. Nelson. T. Ford Small. Stolen. Lee Johnson.
Layup.
Nice.
Down.
There's the lead change. 52-51. Laguna Creek. Timeout for Grant. It's a full.
We're going to step back and come back, so don't you go away. This one is on the line.
You're home before sunrise. On top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
This game is on the line right now, 52-51, Laguna by 1, less than a minute to go. Grant with the rock. Nelson picks it up. Let's see what the Pacers called for. They've been going into Stallworth whenever possible. Lopa, an air ball missed on a 3 by the freshman.
Wow. Well, you know, they set it up for her. I mean, they gave her the shot. She was wide open. She took it.
Inbound to Johnson, back to McMurray. Noah applying heavy pressure down the floor. 35 seconds to go. McMurray slides over. Tapped away and stolen by Noah. McMurray's chasing and blocks it. Picked up off the run by Barron. Wow. Barron. How about that? 1-and-1 free throwing her. This should be double bonus. 10th feet at the 10th team foul. And now Coach Rizzo is questioning why it's only 1-and-1. It should be double bonus. Man, that was a sensational defensive stand. Just 16 seconds left. Laguna by 1 at the stripe in the person of Barron. She should be shooting 2 here. Misses number 1, and we'll get another. Boy, that was a big miss. Steady with the dribble. Down. (52-51). Stallworth fouled, trying to take it to the bucket. And they're going to put the free throw pressure back on the Pacers, but it's non-shooting. It'll be a Grant inbound, baseline right. Into Stallworth. What else? A shot blocked and grabbed. And a held ball tie-up. The ball awarded to Laguna Creek with 6 seconds left. And the Cardinals up 2. Time out, Laguna Creek. It's a full. And we'll step back for a breath. Don't wander off. This game is in the balance. Stay with us.
Long ago, in a household far away, a sink lived in harmony. All of a sudden, the fog attacked. Fats, oils, and greases, such as meat and sauces, can cause massive clogs in the sewer system. The sink was defenseless, until a fearless hero saved the day through proper disposal. By canning oils, scraping greases, and trashing food scraps, the household was saved. And through proper disposal, you too can save your sink. For more information, go to sacsewer.com.
Well, 6 seconds left in this one. 53-51. Laguna Creek by 2, trying to come off the schneid and bust a 3-game losing skid against a formidable opponent, the Grant Pacers. Laguna Creek to inbound. McMurray trying to find someone. Gets it to Howard, who's immediately fouled between Lopa and Golden. So we're looking at double bonus. The game is in Howard's hands with 5 seconds left on the board. They're up 2, and we'll see how she does. Number 1 is money. The lead is 3. 54-51. If she hits this one, it's mighty tough for Grant. A miss. They're still alive. A 3 will tie it. Stallworth being fouled. Howard commits the foul on Stallworth to put her at the line with 1 second left. Correction. Non-shooting. Just the 4th team foul. Okay, timeout, Grant. Both coaches want to have a word with their teams. This ball game is wild. Laguna Creek 1 second away from an amazing victory considering the course of their season. Grant with just a whisper of a chance here, and all bets are off. This ball game was wild from the beginning. The largest lead was because of Laguna Creek's hot start. They jumped to a 17-6 lead in the second quarter, but Grant really started to put it together and chip away. And by halftime, Grant was on top by 3 at 24-21. After 3 quarters, a better surge by the Cardinals placed Laguna Creek on top, 39-35. That's where we were entering the fourth quarter. Right now, 54-51. Grant to inbound near side. See what they can do with 1 second left. It's into Stallworth, and she banks in a miracle hook shot above the circle, and Laguna Creek claiming it was after the buzzer. Their assistant coach out there pleading for a review of some kind. John Ushery out onto the court. Okay, let's take a replay and see if, in your opinion, this was good. Watch the light, watch the buzzer. Well, controversy swirling around the Cardinals' nest here at Laguna Creek.
Wow.
Here's the play. Banked home on a miracle shot. Monet Stallworth evidently has tied the game at 54 all.
Well, that's the longest second I've ever seen.
Say it again.
That's the longest second I've ever seen. And we're not at the home timer either.
Okay, let's take another look. Our Class A camera guys have another angle. Take a look. There she is.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, you know.
This is a 4-minute extra session. We're in overtime. And this game is frantic. Captain McMurray. They steady up. Barron on the point, running the show for the Cardinals. This crowd's going out of its mind.
Yeah. Well, they should. They should, because it's an out of your mind type finish.
Johnson to Barron. They're trying to get McMurray loose. She's badgered. Grant in his zone, trying to help out. Loose ball. Here's Johnson. A miss. Noah boards it. Now Grant.
Grant just needs to take their time and make their passes accurate.
Overtime here in Elk Grove at Laguna Creek High in this girls' Metro League matchup. Grant coming off the deck with a miracle 3 by Stallworth to send it overtime. Here's Stallworth again. Split 2 defenders. Miss. Follow-up missed. Tough rebounding in there. Who wants it? Wow. Out of bounds to Laguna Creek.
Ford Small had the ball, but she was laying on the end line when she got called for it. So a good hustle, though.
Well, this crowd has been treated, and I'm sure our viewers have as well. Howard, down!
Nice touch by Howard. Just turned and fired it.
56-54, Cardinals by 2. 2:40 to go. We're just about halfway through the overtime. Lopa sends it around. Now Noah, a missed layup. Howard rebounds. Transition. From behind, Noah knocks it loose. Howard's on the floor and saves it.
Nobody told her she had a defender coming either. Nobody helped her.
McMurray to Barron. Guards are ball hawking everywhere.
Yeah, this is tough defense on the guards at the perimeter for both teams.
2:10 to go. Barron to the cutter. McMurray bumped hard by Stallworth. No call. Loose ball. Kick out. And a turnover.
Yeah, that was a bad pass.
To the bucket. Lopa got it.
Drove right at Howard. Lopa with good style, good control in there for a freshman especially.
56-56, 1:45 to go in OT. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. This one's been a pleasure.
Yes, it has.
Johnson, the junior gunner. Back to Barron, directing traffic with 1:28 to go.
Got to get it up quick.
McMurray to Little Barron. Howard, a miss. Nice rebounding by McMurray. She clears it out and then sticks it back in.
Off the glass. Tough. McMurray just doing everything. Came to the rebound, dribbled it, turned around, put it off the glass.
58-56, a minute to go in overtime. Grant with the rock. A three on the way. No, all glass. Follow up. Down. Stallworth sticks it in and draws a foul on Howard.
Yeah, and Howard's nodding her head yes, like, yeah, I got it. 58 all, Will. Mari Andrews back in for Laguna Creek.
So Stallworth to the stripe. She was up there earlier in the fourth quarter and hit 1 out of 2. And drops that one.
Big one there.
1 point play.
1 point lead.
59-58. Grant. A tap away by Lopa from McMurray. Layup down.
Yeah, McMurray was looking at what she was doing and got carried away and lost it.
It's a 3-point lead. Another turnover. Broken up by Howard. Lopa. There's the tap away from McMurray and the breakaway layup. And that gives Grant a 61-58 lead.
Well, late in an overtime like that, that's a huge play. You can't play for that. You can't expect that. And when it happens, and that was a freshman knocking her away too. Very quick-handed.
There you see the Laguna Creek huddle. Players around head coach Brianna Rizzo. A 3-ball will tie this game. Andrews, McMurray, Johnson, Barron, and Howard on the floor for Laguna Creek. But Grant's got the rock. Quadruple stack to the right of the key. Here's the Grant inbound. Comes out high to Stallworth near midcourt. 30 seconds to go. A clear out arm check by Stallworth to keep Johnson off of her. Noah doubled cross court to Lopa. And draws a foul from Barron. 16 seconds. I guess that's the 17th foul, so 1-and-1 free throwing upcoming for Lopa. Timeout called for by Laguna Creek head coach Brianna Rizzo. It's a full timeout. We'll step back as well. Don't wander off. We're in overtime, so stay with us.
My graduation was something I will never forget. People like you and me sometimes may have doubts in yourself, but I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Well, here we are. Moment of decision. The freshman Kiara Loper at the stripe. Lopa has not been to the foul line yet this evening. Shooting 1-and-1. No good! Rebound McMurray. Still a chance for the Cardinals. 12 seconds to go. They need a three. Howard out to Johnson. Steady up and fire. Air ball. McMurray tries to save and cannot. And this ball game is over. And it turns out to be a dramatic come from behind miracle-like finish for the Grant High Pacers. Prevailed tonight by a final score of 61 to 58 over a gallant group of Laguna Creek Cardinals who played a terrific game tonight and lose a heartbreaker. This ball game was nothing less than frantic and frenetic. From the middle of the second quarter on, the lead changes, I couldn't count that high. So, prior to our post-game interviews that Rick Stewart will conduct, we're going to step back and take a breather. Stay with us.
Have you ever seen a cockroach around your house? Cockroaches are now invading houses for shelter from the heat. Ways to combat roaches are to eliminate potential food, water, and shelter sources. Seal cracks and crevices around your home. Remove trash daily and keep lids closed on outdoor cans. Call a pest control company if cockroaches are in or around your house. Call your local stormwater utility if they are around storm drains. And call Sac Sewer if you see them around sewer manholes. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Your home before sunrise. On top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
Standard, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
The verdict is in, and the decision is final this evening here in Elk Grove at Laguna Creek High School, where tonight, in a girls' basketball game that will be tough to match, the Cardinals drop a toughie to Grant High in overtime by a final score of 61-58. Rick Stewart is standing by with our first set of players of the game from Grant High. A pair of stalwarts there, Kat Noah and Monet Stallworth. And Olivia McMurray and Jasmine Howard share the Player of the Game awards for host Laguna Creek. Rick Stewart standing by with our guests. Rick?
Hey, thanks, Will. Olivia McMurray, early in the game, you jumped out a big lead. What was the key to the jumping out to the lead first and foremost?
I think the key was playing hard. As a team, we know that when we have to fight back, it becomes harder to get in the game. So I think starting off fast and being aggressive is what helped us in the beginning.
Okay, now you fought back. You got, you lost the lead, but then you had to fight back and get into this, lead changing type of game. Which is the best in terms of coming back, being behind in a game like that or being in front?
I think being behind has something to do with it, and I also feel like us being one of the teams who, considering we just won sections, I feel like we have a large chip on our back to play at a certain level. So I feel like when we play as a team and when we're down, it makes us motivated to play harder. So.
Well, in overtime games, it's always the motivation. You did well tonight, Olivia. Good job tonight. Jasmine Howard, every time I see you play, I see something different in you. And underneath tonight, you didn't shoot as well outside as we have seen you before, but underneath you're a monster. Where do you get that from?
I find the motivation from my teammates to always try to improve my game. Wherever I'm not needed, let's say on the three-point line, I have to find my buckets elsewhere and get my team the buckets that they need. So in the paint, if they need me there, I'm going to get the money and I'm going to get the buckets for them.
What strikes me most about you in the paint is not your offense, but your defense. Not only ball hawking, getting rebounds in that, but being aware on the defensive side where the passing lanes are. Is that something you've always had with you?
Yeah, it's a mentality that I get from my father. It's just always being ready and being focused and having that mentality to be a dog and trying to lead for my team is my main goal and my main factor. So on the defense is where, you get most of your steals, and that's what leads to buckets. So being a defensive threat is exactly what my team needs and exactly what I'm going to do.
Well, that's what you did. And after you made the free throws in regulation, they were coming down and you reached out to foul. Now, was that planned or was that just something that occurred to you because of the time that was left?
It occurred to me that I needed to foul then and there because, if they would have gotten a shot off, you don't know what happened, but yeah.
Well, you don't know what's happening, and then you see what can happen when you give them an opportunity. So, tremendous game tonight for both of you ladies, for Laguna Creek, and I really want to thank you for both being our players of the game tonight. Thank you so much. We'll be right back with our next players in just a second. We'll send it back up to Will for a second.
Thank you very much, Rick. Those two standouts for Laguna Creek. McMurray finished the ball game with 22 points on a wide variety of shots to accomplish that, and that included 6 made free throws. And Howard, 14 points on the evening, all but 2 coming after the intermission when things really got dicey in this ball game that was seesaw the entire second half. Let's send it back to Rick Stewart. Rick?
All right, well, it's time for talking to some Lady Pacers here at Katanoa. First and foremost, tremendous outside shooting, especially in the early part of the game. You hit a couple three-pointers that, you were the only scorer for half the first quarter and part of the second. What was the key there for you?
The key was to have a scoring mentality. It doesn't matter how far down doesn't matter how far the score is. You just got to keep on trying to, raise the bar up.
Okay, so you got down early. You fought back. What was the key to fighting back tonight?
Heart. I'd say heart and a winning mentality. Like I'm not gonna let this team down. None of that.
Well, and later, the game, the three-pointers, they didn't continually go all night long, but you still had a strong game all around, pushing the ball up. What was the key there to make sure that was a solid effort?
My mentality is if I'm not shooting any threes, if they're not going in, then try to contribute other ways by playing hard defense or passing the ball to my teammates and getting the ball to them as fast as I can.
Outstanding job tonight, Kat. All right, Monet, tell me something. You got fouled. Okay, so you got to inbound the ball. It's the longest second I've ever seen, and yet you turned and just fired it up. Now, were you actually seeing the basket when you threw it up?
I was, to be honest, yeah.
All right, that's good. I mean, you were looking for what you had to do. You're looking back over there. She's going, yeah, sure you were. What was the key tonight? You guys got down early. Mm-hmm. You fought back. Middle of the game, it's just a seesaw game. What took control for you guys?
I think for us it was defense and rebounding. We've been practicing our man-to-man in the gym, so it was just nice coming out here and actually working on it. We haven't perfected it yet, but we're working on it as a team, so I feel like that was our main thing, and our rebounds.
It's kind of hard to perfect a game of basketball when the other team gets the ball half the game and they're going to score. Yeah. But when you say perfecting it, you guys are just working and trying to be in the right spot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're just trying to critique it as much as possible so we can work on it as we go deeper into the season. Season's almost over, so we're just trying to get it as best as possible.
Well, you're right. The season is winding down, and it's time to get into playoff shape. What's going to be the key for you guys going forward to be there?
Playoffs, it's the same exact thing. Defense and rebounding for us. Our goal is 50 boards a game. So we feel like if we get that 75% free throws and less than 15 turnovers, we played our game, and we feel like we will win if we play that game every game and just make it better.
Outstanding job tonight. Good shot there too. That's and then you get into overtime and you go, well, what am I going to do now after that? It's kind of tough to figure. Good job tonight. And I do like the jerseys, the pink jerseys. Is this for breast cancer awareness or just
no,
ladies?
We just wanted swag.
Okay, well that works good for me. Well, yeah, and it works well. And anytime we can do something like that, ladies, it's been a pleasure talking with you. It's been a pleasure watching you tonight play the games you played. It was a tough game for both of you and your team too. So congratulations. Let's move forward in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Let's see if we can get the coach over here. All righty. Oh well, we've talked before. I don't know how camera shy she really is. Coach McCauley, tell me what happened. You guys got out there early. We talked about it at halftime. You were down. You came back. What was the key to coming back?
We weren't worried about the score clock. We're worried about hitting our goals. We have a goal bank every game. We want to get 50 rebounds. Mm-hmm. We want less than 15 turnovers, and we want to shoot 75% from the free throw line. So that's what we're trying to focus on. We're not focusing on the scoreboard. When we play within those goals, I'm clapping it up, and we've had an awesome game. And tonight, the girls were resilient. They worked hard. We've been working on our man-to-man defense, and I can't be prouder of the Lady Pacers. From where we started and where we are now, the girls did a great job.
Well, 5 years ago, you took a program that maybe wasn't as solid as it is now, maybe, but you've done a tremendous job since then. What's been the key to, I hate to say rebuilding it, but, kind of getting it, giving it a kick and getting back in gear?
Wow, I under all this gear, I am an original Lady Pacer. So that's my alma mater. That's exactly the school that I want to give back to. I'm a special ed teacher on campus, and I love the student body at Grant. The administration is great. The parents are great. It's just an awesome school to sow seeds and invest in, and I want to invest in my community.
Well, and within Grant, from what I know, it's not just basketball. It's every single sport has its family and connection and people that have been there before and stepping up to help. What is the key that makes that work for any school, really?
It's family. It's called school connectedness. And not just as sports at Grant High School. We're exceeding in our CTE program. We have a huge special ed program. And I just love the environment of Grant High School, and it's home.
Okay, well, it showed it tonight. Coach McCauley, great game tonight. Nice finish, especially in overtime. Is that the play to foul? I mean, would that worry you at all? Did you call the play for her to shoot Monet?
Yes, I did. The ball was going to Monet. She's the floor general, so the ball went to her, and she did exactly what she needed to do tonight.
Outstanding, just like it was called, Will. All right, send it back up to you. Great game tonight, 61-58 overtime. Woohoo!
Well, it was a doozy and a real showstopper. And certainly a big win for Grant to get off the hook like that. Heartbreaking loss for Brianna Rizzo's Cardinals, who played a superlative game in their own right. but fall in overtime 61-58. I don't know if we can match that one, but we do have another outstanding matchup coming your way. Next time out, it'll be more Metro, but on the boys' side, the renewal of a long-standing, intense crosstown rivalry as the Burbank Titans travel into Del Paso Heights to take on the Grant Pacers. You don't want to miss that one. The one they played last year was Burbank at the buzzer to win by 1. So, in all likelihood, this will be another brawl.
Well,
but Rick Stewart, we saw quite a brawl tonight, and hats off to both coaches, both ball clubs, and certainly it would be difficult for either coach to find fault with their team in their effort, their performance, and their attitude.
Well, yeah, and just, seeing a moment of Coach Rizzo on the sidelines after it was kind of I know she didn't really want to meet eyes because I think it kind of hurt to lose this one, because they had done such a good job after the last 3 games that they hadn't played as well as they would like to. They came back tonight and they did a good job. They went into overtime and forced it. It was probably one of those battles that just is going to hurt for a while. And, they do. But you come back from them and you come back stronger.
Well, she found out a lot about her team in tonight's ball game, even in taking the loss. They've got a lot of heart, and I'm going to credit Coach Rizzo for reviving that type of spirit that had actually been dormant for a few games. And they gave Grant everything they wanted and a whole lot more in tonight's ball game. So despite the tough loss, I'm quite sure she's thrilled at the outcome. Not at the outcome, but at her team's performance.
Yes.
And their resiliency and their dedication to the program.
Well, and all 4 players are players of the game. Impressive young ladies in the conversations we had. They know what they're out there for, and it's not just, I didn't get the feeling that any single one of them was out there for themselves in any form or fashion. It's all team. It's all make everybody else better. How can you lose when you have that kind of a thinking?
No, it's a win-win. And for those 2 players of the game for Grant, Stallworth and Noah, Stallworth finished with 14, Noah with 16, and that included 3 threes on the evening. And for the Laguna Creek players of the game, 22 points. 22 points for Olivia McMurray, just sizzling, and Howard, 14, all but 2 after the intermission.
Wow.
What a duo there. So Coach Rizzo has a lot to look forward to with this ball club, and, of course, Coach McCauley taken off the hook with that miracle hook.
Well, and I called that play. I called it for her. It's like, okay, yeah.
Well, that's the way it wraps up tonight from Laguna Creek High School in Elk Grove, where in a major thriller, one of the best games of the season, Grant ekes out a 61-58 overtime victory over the gallant Laguna Creek Cardinals, who fall again but prove something to themselves and to others of what they're really made of. Many thanks to our stellar crew and the direction efforts, Kevin Benyon, and tip of the cap to Gary Martin, once again applying that old Martin polish to our entire Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew. You guys are great, handled this to perfection. And always a distinct pleasure working with Rick Stewart.
It's always fun working with you, too. Well, not only that, we got to see some tremendous basketball tonight.
We did. We need an individual copy of this game for ourselves.
Definitely.
And again, reminder, in our ball game next week, it'll be Friday the 3rd, coming to you from Grant High, where the Burbank Titans come in to face the Pacers. That being said, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to the next occasion when we're able to cross your path. The Hometown Sports Game of the Week is a special sports presentation of Access Sacramento in association with Play by Play Sports Productions. I'm Will James. Thanks for watching. So long, everyone.